And we're back. So, last time we were able to liberate Constantinople from the Crusaders, and we pushed the Crusaders back all the way to the Peloponnesian Peninsula, where they just have Corinth and Mistra. And we were able to take the capital of the Bulgarians and defeat their army in a nice big battle. And now we're headed for the last city controlled by the Bulgarians, Skopje, modern capital of North Macedonia. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. Now, in Asia Minor, we did lose Trabizond to the Seljuks. Of course, since I've concentrated all of my... I've done kind of a Nikaya role play, right? I concentrated all my forces in the west in order to retake, you know, the kind of core of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople, and Greece. And we have been quite successful. I forgot about this fleet. So let's let's use them.
Plotting course now, my lord.
Let's see what the enemy has here. Okay, sounds normal. Looks normal. All right. So what was our mission? Oh, there it is. Blockade Corinth. Done. All right, so everything looks pretty good. We have a decent army in Nicaea and at least some defensive forces in Amastris. So if the Seljuks attack our northern cities in Asia Minor, I think we'll be able to defend them somewhat effectively. But the southern cities, not so much. So we've got to think about how we're going to fight on the Eastern Front. But for now, I suppose concentrating on reestablishing this Danube frontier for us. So perhaps we'll attack Serbia next, because Serbia, they have taken Ragusa from the Venetians, and they do have their capital at Ras, but they're still fairly weak and fairly small. So now would be as good a time as any to pounce on them. But we've got to finish up our campaigns against the Bulgarians and the Crusaders, that's for sure. So Corinth, we have to wait 2 turns. So that's good. All right, so let's end the turn. Oh, and the other thing, of course, is that we are finally making money. So the capture of Tarnovo and losing a lot of our troops there really allowed us to, you know, improve our economy. So in any case, everything is looking pretty good. All right. The Fatimid Caliph is dead. Bride presented. Sounds good. A new threat. The Mongols. That's not good. All right.
Your orders, noble one.
You know, I think this army... Oh, there's another Bulgarian army. So let's...
We will engage them honorably.
We've got to engage these Bulgarians.
Honorable victory, my noble lord.
If we attack Skopje and then they get a garrison, a nice big garrison, that reinforcement army will make it untenable. So we've got to beat that reinforcement army. Corinth will be taken by the next turn, and I'll be able to send some reinforcements to the Emperor by that time. So that's pretty good. Okay, we have some archers in the front. Let's make our battle line here. All right. So you know what? Let's set up our cavalry up on the left there, so we'll be able to flank them quite nicely. Bulgarian medium cavalry is coming. Oh, but not that many of them. But in any case, I think I'm making the right decision. These are the Bulgarian medium Javelin cavalrymen. They just got pelted. Okay, they want to charge some levies at our emperor. That's fine with me. Let's see how they fare. And the answer is don't charge up a hill at cataphracts with some militiamen.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, spearmen, the Menavlatoi, or Menavlatoi. Our Varangians on the right. Ah, I forgot to charge my general.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, our infantry seems to be doing quite well. So now let's charge the cataphracts down. Not a great charge, but I think we should be able to defeat them no problem. Because we do have the height advantage and they're just levy troops, not even militia. The Varangians just charged their armored cav there. Our pikemen are doing well. Okay, the Vlach infantry were defeated. Our archers are doing well. Yeah, our general's doing just fine against the levies. Okay, once our pikemen move in to support the Varangians, they'll do even better.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, our general is doing fine. Chase down some of them and then charge the enemy flank. Oh, I didn't see those levies there. But they are routing. Okay, it seems like we have caused a chain rout here, which is good. Where did the enemy heavy cavalry go? Did they rout? Yeah, we only lost 10% of our troops. Okay, Varangians. Move in to help if you can. I'd like to know where the enemy heavy cav went. That's where they are. Okay. Should be able to do something against them. Actually, you archers, fire against those horse archers.
The enemy general, glorious heaven above. Our men have captured the enemy general.
Okay.
Guard him well.
We got the
Feed
enemy
dogs
general.
of
Very
wine,
good.
And be sure he can see us. The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Alright, now let's just run down a couple of them. Okay. Get out of the pike wall formation for those Menavlatoi, or Menavlatoi. Okay, just the Benny Hill moments in this battle. You know what? We beat them badly enough.
This is a clear victory that goes to
Yeah,
all
our
men of great
Byzantine
virtue
general's
and
bodyguard was
valor.
very effective. Our archers were quite effective. Our pikemen were very effective, too. Basically, everyone was very effective. Yeah, everyone was quite effective there. Ransom. I could use the money, but that's not enough money. Okay, so you know what? I think this army is still good enough to take down their capital.
Without question, we shall begin the siege. Besieging forces reporting, my lord.
So they must have a family member there. So that battle turned out quite well. Wonder if I can take this... Yeah, this unit can go reinforce
My lord,
the Emperor.
we continue tomorrow, my lord. Yes? Yes.
Okay, our captain here, I think he should go reinforce the Emperor as well.
We march no further today, lord.
Yeah, I think mostly levies for this army, not great units. Well, I mean, we have crushed most of the Latin forces. So, on that note, let's end the turn. Seems like the crusade is going quite well. Okay, I wonder if I should have left those reinforcements near Corinth. But we are going to beat them, no doubt.
Bring our people honor, glory, and most of all,
Now we do have our infantry's better and we have more cavalry. So
await my order.
their numbers advantage in terms of the infantry does not matter. Okay. So let's spread out a little bit. Let's set up some of our heavy cav on the right. And the rest on the left. Let's check out our Byzantine troops. Spatharatoi, the sort of line infantry of the Byzantines. The Skoutatoi, the main line spearmen. Oh, we have some archers. Okay, let's set up our infantry a little bit better then. And let's check on their military. So they have some decent spearmen, the Frankish spearmen. And their general's bodyguard is the, you know, decent European bodyguard, Western European. Let's see the AI struggle to set up here. Okay. Okay, so let's countercharge. Okay. Yeah, the enemy's just kind of streaming out here.
To praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging.
So we are defeating the enemy cavalry. That's not a problem. Okay, let's charge at those levies. They're charging some troops at my heavy cav here. But you know what? We can beat them. Let's get our cataphracts. To move against their cavalry. Let's entrap their general's bodyguard. Am I gonna lose my general? Don't tell me such things. Okay, my cavalry on the right should move against those levies. Our pronoyars should move against the Frankish cavalry because they charged at our swordsmen. Okay.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
This must be an experienced unit of Frankish cav. Yeah, the Frankish knights are going down here.
The enemy general, the Lord above is kind.
Okay.
We have captured the enemy's general. That would teach the cowardly dog to run. Now he can rest at our leisure.
All right, time for a slaughter at the gates. We did lose 19% of our troops, but we got over... We're going to get all of them, so... Yeah. And the enemy Frankish cav. Wow, those guys are tough.
The enemy flees the battle. Run!
This is a clear victory.
Yeah, the Frankish cav did some heavy damage to me, but it's okay. We can retrain those guys in about 10 turns once I've made up the deficit.
This day is ours. The The enemy are beaten.
Let's sack Corinth. A light sacking.
Noble lord, we have conquered.
Oh, because I took the port, I didn't get my $500 for blockading the port. Come on, that's not fair.
Yes,
I should get 1,000 denarii. All right.
Your orders?
Let's check on Corfu.
Full sails.
Okay, so it's got a full garrison here. Some Peltis medium infantry, some Balkan archers, decent archers, some decent cav and decent infantry, but mostly levies. So I think I should be able to take Corfu no problem once I've retrained some of my armies. Let's check on my profits. Okay, a little over 3,500 in profits. That's good. That's not good enough, but it's good. Okay, let's check on the enemy garrison at Skopje. Not great. Not great. So they've got some levies to bolster their mostly militia troops. So you know what?
Orders.
I'll reinforce him with another unit of archers.
Yes.
And these troops, I'll move them down here to Corinth. I'll get my general
Your Majesty.
and most of the cavalry.
Yes. Orders.
I'll join the captain.
Bringing our troops together.
And Michael Dukas will move against Mistra, which is the final city of the Latin Empire. So the French are also moving against, I believe, Jerusalem. Yeah, I believe Jerusalem is the crusade target. No one has reached there yet. So that's okay. Do we have any guys in the east that know what's going on? We have a merchant.
Where to, sire?
Okay, I think I should send my spy
Without a
into
choice,
Asia Minor now
I will
to see what's going on this front. So yeah, it's good that the Crusaders are going up against the Ayyubids because they are quite strong. If they can set up a nice buffer there and really weaken the Ayyubids, that'll be nice. Oh, that's not good. Oh, but that Bulgarian reinforcement army is out of range. So that's
Be ready
odd.
to all for God and kingdom men to battle.
He who defends everything defends nothing.
Units, await my orders.
Okay, troops. Drop those.
Units, missiles.
Okay, archers, you set up.
Units, knights, make haste.
Infantry, you set up as well.
Units, march.
I like setting up behind the siege equipment because it kind of makes the enemy lose their unit cohesion when they like run around the siege equipment. Okay, so the Vlachs and Bulgarians, they have some heavy cav, the Druzhina, which is good. They have mostly levies and some militia. So I think I'll be able to defeat them. Can we not use the fire arrows? It's raining. Guys, I turned off the fire arrows. Oh boy. What the heck? That's not good. Okay. Move in, everyone. No time to waste. Okay, we're doing pretty good damage against the general's bodyguard. And our pikemen are engaged.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle.
And our archers are doing very well against the enemy archer contingent. Okay, so the enemy general has moved back. That's good. So our pikemen can continue the engagement with their infantry. I'll move my general back here and I'll charge their levies. I wonder what the enemy general here is planning. Okay, Emperor. Let's rout their right flank. Yeah, that was a nice charge. They have not collapsed yet, however.
Almighty Lord, that these days should come to pass. Our king lies slain
What?
in the field.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, like I said, this would not be a Gudea Let's Play without that happening.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Okay. Those guys routed, that's good. Well, he died gloriously. I think that makes Michael Dukas Emperor, right? Okay, Varangians move in. Yeah, the Bulgarian cavalry is going down. Time to run, forget the phalanx. Okay. I think we can... Okay, we got the enemy king. Very good.
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
So let's just chase him down, finish him off. Yeah, the Tsar Boril has been defeated. And these guys should be defeated quite quickly. So I lost the Emperor. Let me find him. He died, I think, in this engagement on the right here. Yep, there he is. Why? Why is life so cruel? All right, 97, 98. And Bulgaria is no more.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Casualty sustained, the Emperor. Well, at least we were able to defeat that faction completely.
The enemy are beaten.
Oh, there's still that stack.
Noble Lord, we have conquered.
Okay, so do we have
Yes?
enough generals going around?
Orders?
Okay, Michael Dukas. Oh, still just a general. So now our faction leader is Kaiser Ioannis. He feels unappreciated, and he has silly beliefs. Well, what can you do? Okay, so, okay, now we've got a lot more profit, 4,600. We are cutting into the extreme deficit, which is good. The Crusaders still have not reached Jerusalem. Why is everyone getting an astrologer ancillaries? Okay, let's get Kaiser... oh no, Kaiser Ioannis is the faction heir, so our faction leader is Basileos Tobromeros. Okay, he has decent command. So you know what, let's take him. And Anthes. And let's go to Tarnovo.
Yes, Lord.
Because I'm not sure what these Bulgarians are trying to do. I thought I had defeated them, but they do have that fort, but it's undefended, so I'll just take these. Oh, they've got this rebel army there, so everyone.
Come closer. Yes, Lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy.
Okay, so that army is gone. Oh, but I can't reach that fort. Ah, that's not good. Okay, let's go back into the city. And the Bulgarians have decent troops in this army, it seems like. So that's not good. I think Dukas has to duke it out with these Bulgarians. Oh, the Venetians are trying to take Corfu. That's not good either.
Yes?
Okay. Here's the plan. Dukas, move up north.
Move out. A good day's march ends. Orders.
Let's see what the Bulgarians try to do here, because I'm not sure. It looks like our war in the Balkans is going to extend. At least for another battle or so. Yeah, we need as many family members as possible since I keep losing them.
Your will.
Okay, so here's the Emperor, here's Michael Dukas. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the Serbians, I think they are a little too strong for me to attack right now, especially since I have enemies to mop up
Orders? Yes, Lord.
in Greece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take
Yes.
some of these pikemen,
Your Majesty.
give them to the Emperor,
Yes. Yes.
take some spearmen,
Orders.
some of the heavy cavalry,
Yes.
give them to the Emperor,
Orders.
move Michael Dukas
Your will.
to Skopje.
Orders. Yes. Your will. For mining forces, my lord.
And have the Emperor move down to finish off
Yes.
the Latin
Closing
Empire.
battle.
And once we do that, we'll really improve our profits. So yeah, the Seljuks have quite an army at Konya. Oh, and they have a bunch of armies. That's not good. So it seems like Armenia is fighting with the Seljuks. And it seems like the Crusaders are holding on to their castles. And the Holy Roman Empire army has reached Jerusalem. So things are getting a bit interesting here. Let's end the turn. Okay. Yeah, she seems all right. So where's the Emperor?
Orders.
Yeah, I think that's a good enough force
Yes,
to
my lord.
take down the
This is
Latin
where we
Empire.
Hey, in due time, mon ami.
And Dukas,
Will.
I wonder if he can just go take that fort himself.
The day is ours.
Okay.
The enemy are beaten.
So we've taken that fort. I wonder if the Bulgarians are just going to collapse. I don't know where that army went. Maybe they'll go somewhere else. That would be nice. So Serbia, I wonder how strong they are. What's going on in the wars in the east here? Oh, it seems like Armenia has taken Caesarea.
Where to, sire?
So I wonder, Trabzon, they still have a decent garrison there, the Seljuks. So I should definitely mount a counterattack against them, but at Konya. If I take Konya, then that would be a real big help.
Where to, sire?
So let's move our spy back to Serbia here.
Without a trace.
I get what's going on here already. There's a ton of Seljuk armies. Armenian army is quite spread out, so I'm not sure how they're going to continue that war. And the Holy Roman Empire army went somewhere else, so that's not good. Anyway, let's end the turn.
Yes.
So actually, we'll send a couple of archers,
Yes.
I think, to the fortress there.
Orders?
And now I'll send Dukas back to
Good day's
Skopje.
march ends.
And then I'll figure out what I'm doing with this army. I think attacking Serbia would be prudent. Let's see the diplomacy here. So the Serbians, where are the Serbians? The Serbians are at war with Hungary and with Venice. So it seems like the Serbian army is away fighting the Hungarians somewhere. The thing is, if I attack the Serbian capital, then they'll get a big garrison, I'm sure. And then if the Serbian stack comes back to reinforce them, that'll be dangerous for my troops. But perhaps I'm overthinking things. Okay.
Yes.
So the Venetians failed to take Corfu again. That's good. Or they took their navy somewhere else.
Your orders?
But I really want to take Corfu at some point.
Yes. Closing for battle. Laying siege.
Okay, so
Time to take
Mistra
yours, my lord?
is under attack. That's good.
Yes, my lord.
I think I'll move my
Yes, my
navy back to the port at Lesbos. French army is headed for Jerusalem. Okay, the Holy Romans are back. The Sicilians are there.
lord. God bless, noble lord.
So I wonder if they'll be able to take the city next turn. It seems like it. It seems like the Ayyubids are quite spread out. Oh, I have a bishop here. Okay, so Asia Minor. Yeah, Amastris could be more orthodox. Konya is decently orthodox. The Armenian-controlled provinces, they'll convert. I don't have to worry about.
Yes.
And our archers are going to the fortress. That's good.
Will.
Okay, now the Serbian stack is in their capital at Ras. So I wonder if I should take all of these troops and give them to Michael Dukas
Bringing our troops together.
and reinforce Dukas with the faction heir and Pelikanos of the Peloponnesian Peninsula. PPP for short.
Yes. We shall continue at first light. Your orders, noble one.
And with that heavy cavalry, I think Dukas will have enough troops to go and take out the Serbian capital. And then once we take out Serbia, we will have basically restored all the Byzantine possessions here in the Balkan region. And I think that'll basically be the nail in the coffin for all of my enemies. Okay, Mistra, they're going to get a garrison, but they actually don't have any troops left, any decent troops, so not even militia and good cavalry troops. We saw the Latin cavalry was pretty good. So I think that war with the Latins is going to be over quite soon. Okay, Petros Kaspax. He's a fair fighter and he's dutifully religious. And he's relatively healthy. Good enough for me. Foreign princess disgraced. Nice. So she's a new daughter of the crown. That's good.
Orders?
So let's wait a minute. Serbia. Where is Serbia here? Yeah, Serbia doesn't have any allies. So that's actually quite good for us right now. Yeah, their capital is stacked, however. Wait a minute. They have how many units in there? No, just 20. Okay. Sorry, I was confusing the buildings for the units. Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Let's attack
This
Ras.
is where we shall meet the enemy. Besieging settlement, my lord. They're going nowhere, my lord. The siege continues.
Okay, so they have... They do have a reinforcement stack.
Come closer.
And they do have some decent troops in there, aside from the standard levies. But I think I have very good troops. I have good archers, I have good pikemen, good spearmen, good cavalry.
Your orders, noble one.
Oh, I was going to reinforce Dukas first.
Of course.
Okay, I'll bring these guys here, and then I'll reinforce next turn, if I do have time. Okay, so they got some levies.
Your will.
Our emperor is going to win. Castile. The Castile princess was proposing something. Yeah, this will be interesting. Okay. Let's try to win with Michael Dukas. He's been our most successful general this whole time, since our other generals died. Okay. Oh, we're fighting in a snowstorm. But we do have our backs to the mountain. So let's get our missile troops up here, way up high. Let's deploy our infantry behind the missile troops. And our heavy cavalry. Cataphracts on the right, and the medium cavalry on the left.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Now, it seems like the enemy... Okay, the enemy reinforcements are coming from across the map. So our archers will be able to take a whole bunch of pot shots at them. Even before they get in, way before they get in range. So they are coming forward here. Okay, they're already in range of the archers. That's a good sign. Okay, I hope they take heavy damage before they get close. Okay, they've got some Serbian horse archers coming up as well. Okay, our archers are inflicting heavy damage on them. On their horse archers as well. Okay, let's move our infantry down in front of the archers there. Yeah, deploying here is going to be a nightmare. Okay, deploy again. Okay, so they've got some medium spearmen coming up here as well. Oh, they had some cavalry come up the left. Slav cavalry. Time to charge. Okay. We got him. Can't see anything. Where's our general? Okay, so their spearmen are charging our swordsmen.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Let's have our general rout these levies, just so they don't bother us. Terrain is making it a little bit difficult to maneuver here. Okay, cataphracts. Charge these guys, please.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a world.
Still can't see anything.
Like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Okay, let's try to run down as many of them as possible. It seems like we did break them.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
And our general is alive, so that is a worthy victory. Slav levies. Okay, those guys broke. Very good. Okay, any enemy troops over there? Just some levies. And they've got the reinforcement army coming. So, I think what I'll do is I'll set up all the heavy cavalry on the right flank, because that's where the enemy's coming from. I hate it when the AI chooses to have a battle in these conditions. Okay, so let's wait for the enemy to approach again. Oh, conditions cleared up a little bit. That's very nice. Yeah, those levies are going down.
The
Okay.
enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Okay, I'm going to kind of retool the army here. Infantry. I'm going to set up in front of the missile units. I can't do that. It's okay, I'll set them up behind like I did before. Alright, there we go. And the heavy cav. Again, I'll set up on the right. So we've defeated 34% of their troops. There they are. So now it's time to defeat 65% of them. Okay, they've got some Slav cavalry. Some horse archers. And some archers. And then their infantry coming up from the back. And some Serbian knights. Oh. So let's charge down here. Let's defeat their cavalry. All right, our general has entered the fray. We should be able to defeat this cavalry with little issue.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Yeah, the enemy infantry is not going to get there in time to save their cavalry. At least I'm hoping. Okay, Slav Cav. Slav Cav is done. And their horse archers are also almost done. Okay, pikemen. Pikemen and archers move against that Slav Cav. Swordsman, you go down a bit. Cataphracts. Okay, you know, swordsmen, move against those infantrymen. Okay, their horse archers are routing. Very good. Okay, cataphracts, move back, move back. We've got a bigger problem here. The enemy general is arriving. So I'll have the swordsmen deal with these levies. And if the enemy comes forward with his heavy knights, I'll charge down the hill at him. Okay. Infantry. Time to move forward. What? There's more. Oh, that's not good. Cataphracts, move back. Okay, spearmen.
Our foolish general has thrown his life away. And
Are
we
you
have
kidding
no
me?
chances of victory with it.
I knew it. Well, his traits were bad anyway. Okay, cataphracts, hit these levies. Okay, no skirmish mode for those guys anymore. They have some Croatian axemen. That's causing some problems, I think, for our pikemen. The enemy has more troops than I was counting on here, but I knew that.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half
But I
their
think my
men.
spear contingent, if my spear contingent can hold out against these guys. Can we hit those guys with a charge here? Oh, that's not good. Our swordsmen routed.
Unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Okay, so the enemy... Yeah, I didn't manage this battle as well as I should have. But on the bright side, our cataphracts are defeating. If we can just get their general, it would be really nice.
The enemy king is slain.
Okay, we got him.
The enemy, but no less a dead for that. We must press our advantage.
Okay, we routed. Oh,
The enemy
we got
flees
him.
the battle. Run
Oh, that
down
was a
those
tough one.
worthless peasants.
That was a tough one. Well, our swordsman held out just long enough. Oh, that was a tough one. But we defeated the Serbians. Well, we only lost 28% of our troops. So that's interesting. Okay, our pikemen are doing well. We gotta chase all these guys down. Let's run after them as fast as we can. Yeah, our spearmen, they were able to turn the tide because they were able to hold the enemy knights at bay until I was able to defeat the Tsar. Or the prince. But yeah, it would be nice if I stopped losing my general. But the channel wouldn't be the same, right? Okay, we got 94% of them. That's pretty good, I have to say. I thought the victory wouldn't be so decisive. Especially when I lost the general, I actually thought our guys might rout. But they didn't. The dismounted Vlastela was also a pretty good infantry unit. And the Croatian axemen did a lot of damage to that pike unit. Okay, taking out those guys. I don't think they can catch him. No, they caught him. 99%, you know, that's good enough.
The enemy are overcome.
Okay.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Yeah, our archers really were able to turn the tide of this battle, because the enemy had too many troops, right, at the start. But our archers really were able to even the score there, and our infantry held out. And our infantry performed decently. So that's good. And our cataphracts were quite nice. $4,000, would they pay that much?
No, ask for
Okay, just some light sacking.
noble lord.
Okay, man of the hour. He is the man of the hour.
Your orders, noble
Oh,
lord.
and the Emperor. Yeah, Michael Dukas, you fought well at this famous battle. Okay, so the Emperor is now with the army in Ras. And the Serbians, they have Ragusa.
I look
And they
forward
still
to
have
fighting
some
you.
troops. They still have some decent troops here. These Voynuks are decent. Medium spearmen.
I will see
Ah.
your head rest atop a pike.
And they have
Under scum.
another army there. But perhaps the Hungarians can defeat them. Our man of the hour died. Oh well. You know what? Dukas had so many bad traits that his hit points were like negative. That's why he died so quickly in that battle. Okay, so our spy
Very good, my lord.
Where to, sire?
should move here just to see what the Serbians have in Ragusa, if they're cooking up something. I definitely don't want to fight with the Hungarians right now. So once I have enough money, I'm going to make a diplomat and send him to Hungary, perhaps to make an alliance. Perhaps with the Kipchaks as well. Okay, our profits are increasing a lot, which is good. Well, you know, there's a big difference between positive 6,000 and negative 10,000. And once we take Mistra, things are going to be really nice here. The Sicilians want to propose something.
We come bearing word.
Oh, that's very good.
Glad to you have further proposals.
Will you give me map information?
No, I don't see how
Okay.
this can work. This concludes our meeting, yes?
Greetings. I come bearing word for you today.
Okay, so the Hungarians want trade rights.
This is wonder. Another course of wisdom to share?
Will you ally with me?
Unfortunately, we cannot accept. Goodbye.
Okay.
I look forward to our next
Oh, it
meeting.
looks like the Serbian faction heir just crushed that Hungarian army. Yeah, the Serbian faction heir
Respect
is
strength.
quite strong.
Something you lack.
It will be an honor to defeat
Yeah,
you.
Serbia actually is quite strong here. So I have to think of something. My army, I think, is good enough to hold out in Ras.
Surrender
I
your
wonder
land
if I
to
can just
me.
go
It will be easier, yes?
defeat this guy. But on the other hand, I want to see what he can do
Perhaps I
against
can help
these
establish a bond
Hungarians,
between our
because Hungary is a bit too strong for my liking. Let's see what their priorities are. So in the east,
My lord.
yeah, 52% Orthodox now. Perhaps I can make some instability here in Asia Minor. The Crusaders lost.
Confusing me with a diplomat, son.
Interesting. And there's another Crusader army coming. Okay, so this is getting interesting. All right, I think that's good enough for this episode today. We are doing well economically now. We're going to climb out of our deficit here. And once we do that, I'll actually be able to retrain, build up the economy. Because, you know, the economy was shattered by the Fourth Crusade. Everything was in shambles. And we'll actually have the money to rebuild our great empire. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.